Hello guys, and welcome to Metal Gear Solid 2. Let's take a look at some of these options here. Notifications? Oh, no, I didn't care about that. Audio? Game volume, main menu volume. I love how they added audio options like this to the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection to try and give off the idea that they really, care. Want to, like, really give this set of games some modern features. And the main menu volume here, that's like the menu we're in now, and then the game volume encapsulates the whole game of Metal Gear Solid 2. So adjusting the volumes on these is borderline useless because you can just adjust the volume on whatever your device's physical volume settings are. Like if you're listening to headphones, you just or headphones, or if it's a monitor, you just reach down on the buttons. It's kind of silly. I was expecting them to somehow actually differentiate music and dialogue and sound effects and all that, but I guess that's a little too complicated. So whatever. Language? Yeah, we got all those languages, but we're going in English. Credits. You don't see these credits in the proper Metal Gear Solid 2 game on this, do you? Let's see. Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty Master Collection version game importing. Porting team from Konami. Like Konami internal? Localization? I thought quality control. I thought. Oh, well, I was not expecting the music to go like that. Rocket Studio. Who's Rocket Studio? Rocket Studio Inc. I was always thinking this is not Metal Gear Solid 2 music. What the hell? Intact Plus? Who's Intact? Keyword Studios? Who are these studios? I thought, this was all done by, like, a studio. Some studio. You had, you had a whole separate studio do the online manual? Konami, you handled the digital book. Why couldn't you do the online manual? Intact? Oh, you had Intact help. The other studios? Shinki Gensha Co? Wit 1? Wait, who are these other... Why did it take more than one studio? Business and publishing. Konami, of course. Obviously. I mean, they're the publisher that owns the game series. I think this is Metal Gear Solid 1 music. Why why did I decide to look at the credits the first thing before playing this game? I can't tell you. I wanted to go browse through the menus. What is Konami Digital Entertainment BV? What does that mean? Konami Digital Entertainment Limited? What is this? Special thanks to Konami. You... Aw, you motherfuckers, you didn't credit Kojima even in the special thanks. That's crazy. Ioni Production, Fontworks, Freestyle, Toku Shinsu Film Corporation. Maybe that's where... Oh, and all the original Metal Gear series staff and fans. Technically, they... oh, fuck. I'm tripping over my words. Technically, they credited Kojima by that metric. Um, the Filmworks studio might be where the live action footage comes from. Developed by copyright. Developed by copyright. Never heard of them before. So yeah, that was kind of just a waste of time. I'm just fucking around. Download legal and what's legal and privacy? Terms of use? Is it gonna open up a web page? Yeah, I don't care. Is it gonna be the same with licenses? Oh shit, I was not expecting that. RKO Radio Pictures, King Kong, Roland Emmerich, Godzilla. You need a license just to mention them? That's crazy. Otacon used with permission of Otacorp Inc. You is that a trademark by Otacorp? I didn't think I wouldn't have thought that was like trademarked that way. The software uses fonts produced by Fontswork Inc. Fontswork and font names, a trademark registered wait. Fontworks and font names are trademarks or registered trademarks of Fontworks. That's like, man, saying all of that is like a tongue twister. Holy shit. Cooperation provided by Fontworks Inc. Oh, there's more. Oh my gosh. What the? Wait a second. Monotype? Helvetica? Wait. Helvetica is a trademark of Linotype Corp. Registered in the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. Might be registered Helvetica. It's trademark Helvetica? Type MT? What is MT? Matsumoto? Redistribution. Yeah, Boost. What is Boost? Boost software license version 1.0, August 17th, 2003. LibJPEG. For being such woke, a hive mind, the libs have not moved yet from JPEG. That's crazy. Fast delegate. Man, we could use some fast delegates. Oh, it's a bunch of bullshit. The software is provided as is without warranty of any kind, express or implied, including but not limited to the warranties of merchantability, fitness for a particular purpose, and non-infringement. Hold on. The software is provided as is, without warranty of any kind, express or implied, including but not limited to the warranties of merchantability, fitness for a particular purpose, and non-infringement. In no event shall the authors or copyright holders be liable for any claim, damages, or other liability, whether in an action of contract, tort, or otherwise, arising from, out of, or in connection with the software or the use or other dealings in software. Are they trying to say that they do not hold themselves responsible for any bullshit that happens to the end user in regards to this? Because I mean, for epilepsy, I feel like that's already pretty broadly covered by video games to, be careful. In terms of anything else, I know they're probably covering their bases, but what could you possibly get in trouble for as the author slash copyright holder if something happens to the end user? Like, this game, there's no online component to this game, so you're not gonna get hacked or anything. Options, screenplay book, master book. Screenplay book for if you want to just look at all the conversations and stuff. Master book, a bunch of stuff. I got all these languages, but I'm gonna pick English. Online manual. Let's start game. We're gonna start game. I've already bullshitted enough. This is a shitty first episode to Metal Gear Solid 2 because I'm bullshitting around too much. Blue point. just sit back and watch the lovely opening cinematic movie, music video, opening, intro from Metal Gear Solid 2. Hideo Kojima game. They're not gonna... This ain't Metal Gear Solid 5. They ain't gonna just start scrubbing his name from shit. They probably wouldn't scrub his name from this opening movie anyway, because that'd be entirely too much work. Yeah, it's best to just let sleeping dogs lie, as it were. Lara Cody, Vanessa Marshall, Mala Gale? Oh, there we go, Philomore, a name I remember. For a second, I thought I picked the wrong language somehow. I wasn't recognizing these names, and now we're getting to the name recognition. Jennifer Hale, Pat Zimmerman. Oh shit, Camp Clark. That for the eagle-eyed Metal Gear enjoyers back in the day, Cam Clark probably provided a spoiler of some kind. It's like how when you started Metal Gear Solid 5 and you're in the hospital bed as Snake, and they're rolling through the voice actor names, credits for people who are going to be in the game, and you see the name Laurie Allen pop up, and you're like, wait a minute, something's up with that. Ending theme by Rika Muranaka. Military advisor, something or other. Kyle Cooper. Kyle Cooper's name sounds familiar. Yoji Shinkawa. Motoyuki Yoshioki. Try saying that 5 times fast if you're not a native speaker. Dun, 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 dun. Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty HD Edition. Not the, not the Master Edition, even though that's what it is. Yeah, soak that in for a second. Let's hit the options button. Let's take a look around before we start. This might be, me bullshitting around the menus. Might just be the first episode. Snake Tales? We're not gonna do no Snake Tales. Missions? Not gonna do no missions. No VR missions. Maybe later, not now. Special. Yeah, special. Basic actions. Previous story. Photo album. Dog tag viewer. Casting theater. Boss survival. That's how you know I already beat the game. Casting theater. That's, spoilers, so maybe we can look at that after. Maybe we can look at that after I beat the game. Dog tag viewer? Nah. Photo album? Do I got photos? Photo 1? Oh, okay. Photo 2? Oh, probably looking for a ghost. Previous story. New York Mirror, the shocking conspiracy behind Shadow Moses. What's up with what? No, that's not what I wanted. Nope. That's too long to read. See that? 129 pages. I'm not doing that. The New York Mirror. What's up in the New York Mirror? How many? 10? Sure. Let's give a little look. A brief little look-see. In the Darkness of Shadow Moses, the unofficial truth. Author Nastasha Romanenko. From the first game. Well, the first Metal Gear Solid. Not the first Metal Gear, because that's Metal Gear 1. Reviewed by George Franklin. Some topics in the recent American past have the immediacy and the power that still engage our collective imagination. Names like the grassy knoll or Roswell roll off our tongue with deliberateness reserved by most other nations for holy lands. With this new non-fiction account from Nastasha Romanenko, Shadow Moses, the scene of a nuclear siege 2 years ago, is set to join their ranks. Official history states that the takeover of a nuclear weapons disposal facility on a lonely outpost in the Fox Islands, Alaska. Wait, lonely outpost in the Fox Islands, Alaska. Is that the name of the? Is that like if you wanted to send mail to that location, would the like address on the postage read something like 59236 Fox Islands, Alaska 7747 Guitar Lane? Let's see. Fox Islands, Alaska was the work of a radical right wing. Radical right wing. Those radical right wingers. The group. Their demands for the release of group members incarcerated in federal penitentiaries were never met, and the incident was speedily resolved by the successful deployment of a commando unit. BS. Oh, okay. Hold on. No, let me read that again. Speedily resolved by the successful deployment of a commando unit. BS, the author asserts. Oh my god, I'm flabbing up all over. Romanenko says that she served as an advisor to the nuclear emergency search team and deconstructs what she claims to be a cover up story by the government with precision. According to the author, Shadow Moses Island was nothing less than the U.S. Army's testing grounds for a top secret weapon known as Metal Gear Rex, an all terrain bipedal tank with advanced nuclear capabilities. As for the facility's takeover, Romanenko alleges that it was the U.S. military's own shadowy wetworks force, known as FOXHOUND, that staged an armed insurrection in a bid for Rex's possession. The government responds to this crisis by sending in a lone operative, a former FOXHOUND member known only by the codename Solid Snake, into Shadow Moses. His infiltration is aided by a remote mission control team consisting of an unidentified Colonel Campbell, a Foxhound medical chief, Naomi, a radar and electronics expert, Mei Ling, supposedly a teenager. Supposedly? Uh, is this like how when journalists have to write about something that's not 100% confirmed, they have to put allegedly on there to avoid legal consequences? And the author herself. Once on the island, Snake joins forces with Metal Gear's developer turned prisoner, Otacon, to eradicate the weapon of mass destruction. Among the other remarkable characters that make an appearance in Romanenko's expose is another Foxhound commando, a revolver virtuoso called Shalashashka, aka Revolver Ocelot. One of the most controversial allegations in the book deals with this figure's connection to a disavowed Russian militia led by a Colonel Galukovich. Romanenko paints a bleak picture of a 1,000-strong, highly disciplined army with nuclear weaponry operating covertly within the American border. Even more irresistible to conspiracy scholars and students of recent history is her thinly veiled suggestion that the whole affair was planned from the beginning by certain forces inside the U.S. government. Did I just say at the beginning? At the beginning? Planned from the beginning by certain forces inside the U.S. governing. The U.S. Army and the usual suspect of federal agencies have issued a statement denouncing the book as a complete fabrication. However, with a number of detailed eyewitness accounts that back up the author's assertions cropping up daily on the web, the denials serve more to enhance the book's growing reputation. Shadow Moses is an engrossing read for casual and serious readers alike, and promises to involve readers in a meaty debate over the truth of the matter for many years to come. Excerpted? Excerpt? Excerpted? Is that a word? Excerpted? That just seems funny to read. Excerpted from the literary review column All Booked Up, the New York Mirror. So, yeah, that's a newspaper clipping talking about a book that Nastasha wrote. The shocking conspiracy behind Shadow Moses. This follows a reporter who decides to go to Shadow Moses himself to find out the truth. And it's really silly. And after you read this, you unlock the third entry in the previous story thing, which is just Anastasia's book in the Darkness of Shadow Moses, which, by the way, I have not read yet. I've read the New York Mirror clipping there, and I've read the shocking conspiracy behind Shadow Moses before. I've not read Inside the Darkness of Shadow Moses. I guarantee you, like 99.9% of Metal Gear fans have not read that. And it's wild because I'm pretty sure there's probably, actually, unironically, some important story details within that. But whatever. Basic actions. This is just teaching you how to do things. First person view attack, throw enemies, corner view, cardboard boxes. Intermediate. Cardboard box. Man, even the freshest of fresh faces know about the cardboard box in Metal Gear. Advanced. Jump out shot, hold up enemies. Enemies as shields. Aim and move. Fire extinguishers. Jump down from hanging. Yeah. I already know everything. I already know it all. So I'm a know-it-all. What's in options? Radar type 2. Radar and Sons of Liberty does not appear during intrusion mode. We want, because I just want the radar at all times. We're going to set it to type 1. Appears even during intrusion mode. Glad we have that on. Real-time cutscenes, full screen, captions. Going to have those on. Brightness adjustment, Own view. Select own. Oh, yeah, first-person view. That's what it means. Normal and reverse. We're going to keep it normal. Item window, group, quick change, unequip. I keep it unequipped. I know there's like a level of tactical advantage you can have by having it be set to previous, which is switching back and forth between items instead of just strictly unequipping an item. But that would trip me up too much, so we're just going to keep that on unequipped. Group, linear. The linear is how it was in Metal Gear Solid 1. But there's so many items and weapons now that they need to be grouped in categories, because otherwise you'll have endless scrolling. Alright, with that, let's see. We had planned normal, because fuck it. Even during intrusion? Yeah, we're gonna keep type 1. 2001 or 2002 dog tags? I mean, it don't really matter. We're not going into the dog tags. The Hudson River, 2 years ago.
The Hudson River, 2 years ago.
We had classified intelligence that a new type of Metal Gear was scheduled
for transport.
Yeah, the whole thing stank, but our noses have been out in the cold too long. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, pack yourself in for an adventure. Grab a nice cold soda, maybe get a bit of popcorn. I'm gonna introduce you to one of my favorite games of all time, and a game I know like the back of my hand. Also, you know, settle in, because the cutscenes, they're gonna be long. Kazunobu Uehara. Kunio, main technical programmer. I respect you, Kunio. Main programmer for the player. I respect you, Makoto. Yoshikazu, assistant director. I respect you, Yoshikazu. I respect all of you. You all did you all had important roles in bringing this game to life. All the respect in the world for you guys. Run, Snake, run! Ooh, careful. Watch out for that landing impact. Harry Gregson Williams. Your music's great. Rika Muranaka. Moto Satomori. Ooh. Hope you enjoyed that brief glimpse of the stealth camouflage, because we don't get that. Our boy is right on schedule.
He's right on schedule.
He'll know soon enough.
He'll know soon enough.
Hideo Kojima. Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. He's looking up at the title. He's like, oh my god, I'm in another Metal Gear game. Imagine if the main character of a thing could see, like, the title as it pops up on the screen. You're just going about your business. One day you look up, a title appears, and then you're like, oh god damn it, I'm in another grand adventure.
Stealth camo's busted. Landing impact.
We must have overused it. Sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it. You're not in the military anymore.
Right. I didn't plan on relying on this gadget anyway.
The private sector's not so bad, is it? Privacy guaranteed?
I'm happy as long as no one gives me any more unwanted gifts.
You mean that thing with Naomi?
And I can't say I missed the chat.
Thing with Naomi. Are you talking about
Feeling's not
Fox
so
Die?
bad. That reminds me, I have to get in touch with her again about that new...
That's a little more
media
severe than
flash
just
ware.
that thing.
Diverting toys from the SSCEN again? Look, give her a message from me. Someone will find out, sooner or later. She's better off assuming it sooner and quit while she's safe.
Too true.
Too true. Okay, Snake, let's get to work. You know how the technical specs of Metal Gear were sold on the black market after Shadow
All
Moses?
Ocelot's
All
doing.
Ocelot's doing.
Exactly. And now every state, group, and .com has its own version of Metal Gear.
Not exactly a classified weapon for today's nuclear powers.
This new one seems
what
to have
did-
been designed
what did
to
he
wipe the
mean by
floor with all the other
.com?
models. The only consistent description is that it's an amphibious.
Did he mean every
anti-Metal Gear
website?
vehicle.
That explains why this one is
Every
under Marine
website
Corps
has their own
jurisdiction.
Metal Gear? That's a little too,
The
like,
mission objective is to make
casual
visual
to have been
confirmation
a,
of
like,
new
a
Metal
joke.
Gear being transported by that tanker and bring back photographic evidence. But I want you first to go up to the top level of the infrastructure, to the bridge. We need to find out where the tanker is headed.
A little reconnaissance, huh?
There's too much we don't know about this new prototype. Capabilities, deployment method. We don't even know how close it is to completion. If we know where the testing arena is, I can start to draw some reasonable conclusions.
All right, I'll head to the bridge ASAP.
Try to avoid confrontations. Our goal is to collect evidence on Metal Gear development and expose it to the world. It would be best if you could get out of there without alerting anyone.
Don't worry, I know the drill.
I'm not making no promises, Otacon.
Don't you forget that
You
you're
should
part
not
of the
be
Philanthropy
expecting too much out of me
anti-Metal
on that
Gear
front, okay?
organization and
Alright,
officially
buddy?
recognized by the UN.
Recognized, but still fringe,
Otacon.
Otacon.
All right, let's look at your gear.
Yeah, let's check it
Your
out.
weapon is a tranquilizer gun converted from a Beretta M92F.
M9.
It's a little hard to work with because you have to reload after each shot since the slide locks.
Better than scavenging at the mission site. Good suppressor, too.
The chemical stun will take effect in a few seconds and last for hours. You can take down an elephant with that thing. Check out the laser sighting,
Wow.
too. The effects of the anesthetic round will vary depending on what part of the body is hit. We're talking about a difference of tens of seconds between hitting
I'm
the
sorry,
nose,
are we
chest,
using
or
elephant
head.
grade tranquilizer
As for the
on
equipment-
people here?
Hey, Snake, cigarettes? What's wrong with you?
It's kind of a lucky charm.
You haven't read the Surgeon General's warning, have you? Here's the digital camera. Works almost the same way as your old one.
Let's take some pictures.
They don't look armed.
Hey, Earth to Snake. These are nice, upstanding Marines, not terrorists. Don't get caught.
Yes,
You're
and
in
get your head out of
stealth
the
mode.
get your head out of the
Sure, And
clouds.
if it comes to that, a little beauty sleep never hurt anyone. By the way, Otacon, are you sure of this intelligence?
Absolutely. Hacked it out of the Pentagon's classified files myself.
No traces?
Oh, please, I'm too good for that.
But this might be a trap. Remember, there's a price on our heads.
You're just being paranoid.
I hope so. Those men, you wouldn't think they were anything but civilians from here.
With all the ships passing on the river and in the harbor, putting uniformed Marines on the deck would be a bad idea. People can get a clear view of the water from Riverside, too.
The water line is too high. According to the navigational plans, this ship should have discharged its cargo upriver.
It's in there, no doubt about it.
The military trains you to watch for threats from the stern on a boat. That's SOP for counter-terror ops, too.
Man, that's some heavy
Security
rain.
should be tighter.
You worry too much.
Where's the target?
Satellite surveillance is a major international pastime these days. I'd say the cargo holds, safely below the deck. Do you see the entrance to the holds?
Looks like there are a few entryways into the crew quarters. The chopper. What?
Yeah, that's bad news. Oh, making me look like chumps. Oh.
Looks like we're not the only ones after Metal Gear tonight.
Is that a chopper I just heard?
Oh, that's savage.
Probably another cavalry. What's their game? Hijack?
They're probably targeting the ship's controls.
Otacon, how many men do you need to take over a tanker of this size?
The ship is run by a computer, so I'd say about 18 people.
AKS 74U.
Oh, there's big man himself. Colonel Sergei
Russians?
Gerlukovich.
You sure?
They don't know that yet,
No
though.
Marine barber touched that head of
I guess
hair.
we're not supposed to know that yet, though? No? Though? As well?
I'm transmitting a photo. Let's get an ID on him ASAP.
I'm on it.
And now Snake's like, oh, this just got a whole lot complicated. Oh my god.
Looks like the tanker's theirs now. KA-60 Kasatka.
Kasata?
How did you tell
Camel
by
chopper,
just
right?
the sound?
Killer whale.
Snake, that's crazy. Snake, you're kind of crazy.
We need to get a fix on who they are.
Judging by their
We
transport,
need to get a fix
aren't
on
they
who
some
they
kind of
are.
military commandos?
Not necessarily. It could be the KA-62, the civil model.
Look, Snake, all we need is the photographic evidence of Metal Gear. As long as we have those, we can put it online and blow the whole thing wide open. So no pyrotechnics.
Snake, I know
okay?
you're like a hardcore,
Alright,
crazy
I'll do my
military
best.
expert
This
wetworks
isn't like Shadow
stealth
Moses.
man,
Reach me if anything
but
happens. The frequency's
that level of
141.12.
knowledge of any
How can I check in and save my progress?
any machinery,
There's a
any
frequency
military
set aside
machinery
for
is
it.
crazy.
140.96. Sorry, but no Mei Ling this time. Call me on the codec when you want to save.
Got it.
I'll be waiting just past the Verrazano Bridge. You need to be off that ship by then.
I'll be in touch.
You got it, Otacon.